Good day. Welcome to another episode of the Sean Farrell Podcast. I am Sean Farrell. God is great all the time. All the time, God is great. Jesus Christ is Lord. Let's not waste no more time, shall we? Let's get right to it. So I saw this a while ago. There was a guy who was holding up a sign and on the sidewalk where lots of people were walking by, okay? And he was holding up a sign that said, "I am depressed and I need to talk." So I guess he was just seeing what would happen if he held up that sign, "I am depressed and need to talk," okay? So he held up that sign for, well, I don't know how long he held it up, but he held it up and people saw the sign and they just kept on walking by, okay? They just kept on walking by. And again, I don't know how long he held the sign up, but as long as he held that sign up, people kept walking by and ignoring him. No, the sign that said, "I am depressed and I need to talk to someone." People just kept walking by. So then he switched to the other side of the sign, which said, "Free my honey," which said, "Free money, come and take." Then everybody responded to that, okay? Everybody responded to the sign, no, "Free my honey." And people responded to that. But what he was saying is, he was making a larger point about the stigma of mental health in general, okay? When he held up the other side of the sign, "I'm depressed and needed to talk. No one can hang by." And everybody ignored him, okay? And that's the way some people feel. A lot of people feel. Some people. A lot of people who... Some people. Give or take, okay? That's the way some people feel to the people who are dealing with depression, you know. They get ignored. People walk by them. They don't care. And I guess when the guy was holding up the sign, just completely reinforced the point that there's a stigma out there against mental health in general. Okay, there's a stigma out there, and it's still uncomfortable, but people talk about there are stories about people, bad things happen to people. There's stories about murder on the news. There's stories about people who have passed away from cancer. People who it's just stories about that make the news. Okay, stories about how people pass away that makes the news. Okay, it makes the news, but you don't hear much about suicide death making the news. You don't hear much about that. No. And that's why I talk so much about kicking stigma's ass when it comes to suicide and mental health in general, okay? That's why I talk about kicking stigma in the ass. No. I don't want people to be, who have mental health issues, don't want people to be ignored like the guy holding up a sign. Like the guy holding up the sign and people just walking past him, okay? No, a lot of people get ignored because that's what did his comfort, okay? That's what did his comfort there. But a lot of people out there are oppressed, okay? And they just, more often than not, just need you to listen, okay? Just listen. Even if it makes you uncomfortable. Just listen. Believe. Trust me. They will be relieved, okay? They will be relieved, okay? They will be relieved that they finally have somebody to release what they feel inside, okay? To release what they feel inside. And it may not make them feel better in the long term, okay? They may still have some issues long term, okay? But they feel better in that moment. They feel better in that moment. It's sort of like it's sort of like dunking a basketball, okay? It's sort of like dunking a basketball. When a player is going to the hoop, and they look at the rim as a enemy. They look at the rim personally, and they dunk with so much anger, ferocity. They yeah, so it's kind of like dunking a basketball. You go into the hoop, you're angry at the rim, and when you dunk it, it's just like you're letting all the anger out when you dunk the ball, okay? And then you feel better. And then you feel better. Yeah, so let's not pass people by. Don't pass people by. If somebody tells you that they're thinking about suicide, take it seriously. Okay? Take it seriously. Let's listen. Let's have more empathy. Let's have more compassion for people who are going through it mentally. Okay? Let's have more compassion for people who are really going through it. And then we will start to see the conversation reverse from taboo to normalized, to talking about. So also wanted to discuss this, what people with depression actually mean when they say I feel empty. My energy levels are down. I'm losing my appetite, so I have no desire to socialize. My emotions are at 1% capacity, and I can't take on anything else. I don't feel I'm in control of or inside my body. I feel as if I'm spectating myself. When I say I feel empty, then it means I'm numb. I'm so drained and used to the pain that I don't have any energy left to feel anything. I'm at the point where I stopped caring about anything and I am just neutral and passive to everything. I've disassociated and separated myself from my feelings because they are too overwhelming. Okay. Also, when people who are depressed say that they are empty, that can also have a hidden meaning behind it. Okay. One of the warning signs to use of language when you're looking for warning signs of suicide. They use language like "I'm empty." Okay, they use warning sign. They use words like that. So I feel empty can also be a hidden warning sign of suicide. Okay, I know when you're depressed, it means all these things, but there can also be a hidden meaning, a hidden warning of suicide when they say suicidal ideation, so to speak. When they say I feel empty, okay. And so again, let's normalize the conversation about suicide. Okay. Let's not push people away. Okay. Let's not push people away. Let's just show them empathy. Show them care. Show them compassion. Okay. I have people who check on me randomly every day. You matter more than you'll ever know. Okay. You matter more than you will ever know. To the person who is watching this, or to the people who need to hear this, you matter more than you ever know. Okay. You matter and you are loved. Okay. And again, let's not ignore people. Let's not ignore people who are depressed like they ignored the guy with the sign. Let's not ignore people. Let's not walk past them when they're reaching out for help. Okay. Sometimes just talking about what they feel can save their lives. Talking about what they feel to someone can save their life. And all you need to simply do is just show empathy, show care, compassion, and listen. Okay? And boom. Now they feel better. Now they don't want to take their lives because they released this pain. Because somebody took the time to listen to them. Let's do that more. All right, that's it. That's all for the Sean Farrell podcast. I'm out of here. God bless you all. See y'all on the next one.